Hi guys, we're going to keep working on our place value in math. So I have my big grid board over here with us today, only we're going to be looking at a different part of my grid board, okay? So we're going to be thinking again about when we add a number to 10 and how we can figure that out really quick. And you have a small dot board that I sent home. And if you look in your blue math folder, you're going to find that. And it has a coating on it. It's called laminating. So you're going to use yours today. And yours looks like my big one. Over here is my grid board, but over here is my dot board. And today we're going to use the dot board. And we're going to be thinking about 10 plus 4 and what that equals. And you might already be like, oh, I've figured that out. But we're going to do some more deeper thinking about what that looks like and how we think about that. So just like on my giant grid board, I had 10 squares going up and down. Now I have 10 dots on my dot board. So I'm going to circle 10 of them to show that 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. On your dot board, I want you to do that too. You're going to do this right along with me. You can write 10 plus 4 equals at the top of your dot board. And then your first row of dots, you're going to go ahead and you're going to circle 10 of those. Now on mine, we see the 10 right here, and on yours, you see it too. And then we're going to do plus 4. So right next to that, we're going to circle 4. So on yours, I want you to circle 4 just like I did. Now my board matches your board that you have at home. And now we're going to use this to think about it and to count it. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We see the 10. And then we use counting on and we go 11, 12, 13, 14. So we can figure that out, that equals 14. And you can go ahead and fill that in on your dot board too. So now we match. Well, now we're going to take what we did and like our straws with the binder, we join it together to make a group of 10 with that binder. We're going to join this together by putting a line through it and making a stick. Remember, a stick is how we join these together. So go ahead and do it to yours. And then it becomes a group of 10. Okay. So now really easily we could go 10 and still use counting on 11, 12, 13, 14, just like that. Okay. So we're going to take and erase. So if you have a tissue or a little rag or your actual eraser that was sent home with you a while ago from school, you're going to erase this one off of yours. And I'm not going to draw it on this one this time. I'm only going to draw it on mine this time. And you're going to be drawing it on yours at home, okay? So at the top of yours, just like mine, I want you to write 10 plus 7 equals. So this time that's our equation, 10 plus 7. Now last time we drew circles around all 10 of them, and I know mine has another set of dots, but we're not going to think about that set of dots. We don't even need to, we can kind of pretend that they're not even there, okay? If I had something to cover them up with, I could do that and I could cover them up. But we're gonna make this faster because now we're starting to figure out that we've got this, right? We can just make that stick. Boom, it's a stick. And in our brain, we're like, that means 10. And if you have your secret code cards there too, you can take those out and set your number 10 right by your work and what you're working on, okay? 10 But this time I can't do a stick because 7 is not enough. It's not quite 10. So I'm going to do 7 circles. I want you to do that on yours. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. And then you can get out your secret code card number 7. You can hop it along. Boom, hop, hop, hop. He gets into the ones place while the 10 stays back there and keeps the tens place. And we get 17. And then we can quickly count it and figure it out. 10, counting on 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And then pretty soon, we kind of get to the place where we're like, I can just figure that out. I don't even need to do all these other things. But you know what? We do all these other things because it's a process. It's how we start to figure out other things later that become harder in math. Okay. So you're going to erase yours. I'm going to erase mine. And we're going to think about some story problems. Yeah, some story problems with place value, which is cool because that's what I meant by this is a process and we build on it because we've been doing story problems. Now we're going to use our story problems with our place value to help us to put those things together to make sense out of this, okay? So if the story problem goes like this, Molly has a bag with 10 peanuts in it. What I want you to do on your board is show me how would you show those 10 peanuts? Do you have to put a circle around all 10? Nope. Just go like that. There it is. Make a stick so much faster. Remember a while ago when we were drawing story problems out and I tried to draw castles and it was like, no, this is math. This is not art. This is not fancy. I'm not going to draw castles. That's taking me forever. Well, just like that, instead of drawing all the circles, we're just going to do a stick and that shows us 10. And in our brain, we know it's 10. So let's write 10 at the top and you put it at the top of yours. Right now, you have a stick, you have 10 plus. Okay, so now we have to listen and hear the rest of the story problem. She has this bag with 10 peanuts in it, and then outside, she has just 3 more. So it's not another stick of 10. So we do have to circle 1, 2, 3. She has 3 peanuts outside of the bag. So 10 plus 3 equals, and we're going to figure that out. We're going to finish off that equation and find the total. Okay, really easily, we could grab our secret code cards, 10 to show the 10, plus the 3 extra peanuts she has, and he hops on over. The 10 is in the tens place. The 3 is in the ones place. 10 plus 3 equals, 13. Let's check it. We could go 10. Now, what I like to do, we've been doing since so long ago, is go 10, freeze, hands up. Remember that? 10, freeze, 11, 12, 13, and it matches. We are right. When they match, we know we are right. So you can move your secret code cards out of the way. You can go ahead and erase yours. We're going to do a new story problem. And you're all cleared off now. And remember, you can use a tissue, you can use a rag, you can use your eraser that you got from school a long time ago, or maybe you have an eraser at home, that will work too. And we're ready to go for this next story problem that says, Warren had a pack of gum, and his pack of gum had 10 pieces in it. So right away, we're gonna go, 10 pieces in that pack of gum. Super quick, make it a stick. A stick is quick, okay? And a stick means 10. Plus now Warren, he has another, not a whole pack of gum, just 8 more pieces. Okay, so 8 more pieces. Let's do 8 circles to show those 8 pieces. 10 plus 8 equals. We can get out our secret code cards. There's 10. Find your ones, your number 8, and give him a case of the hops. He hops, 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 hops. The 10 is in the 10 place. The 8 jumps over and gets in the ones place. And we figure out it's 18. Now let's count. Remember, we're going to go hands up to freeze, okay? 10, freeze. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And we double check. Yep, we match. So we know we've got it right. All right, let's erase. And you use whatever you're using at home to erase. I'll erase mine. Now let's do this a quicker and faster way. I want you to flip it over. You're going to use the back side where there's nothing, okay? It still has that laminated coating. And here's what you're going to do. I'm going to put mine right up here. Now, your blank one is your back side. My blank one is this one right here. And this time on my board, I'm going to write number 13. Okay, I wrote a 13. On yours, I want you to write on number 13. Okay, now I'm going to say to you, draw 13 for me and use sticks and circles. You would go 10, freeze, 11, 12, 13. Go ahead, show me on your board a stick and 3 circles to make 13. See how quick that is? Okay. And you can erase your number 13. I'm going to erase my number 13. This time on my board, and you're going to use yours, but I'm only going to write on mine now. I want you to write 19. Show me with sticks and circles. Show me that 19. Have you started? I hope you started. You're going to start before me. Go ahead. You got it. 10. Freeze. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. That is close to being 20, isn't it? Something interesting will happen when we get to 20. We'll find out that later, not today. Awesome job. Now we have 19. Erase. And you're erasing yours. This time you're going to show me 15. Ready, set, go. I hope you're done already. 10, so easy. Freeze. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Just like that, quick as can be. Now, did you notice we were also using counting on? That we still use counting on all the time. That's going to be something that we use so much in first grade, and we've already been using it so much this year in first grade. Well, now when we do our work for today, you're going to do your homework page. It's the second page in your packet of homework for this week. It says for the week of January 4th, but you always wait for me to tell you when to do the page, okay? That's going to be important. Take that up there so you can see that better. we're going to see the story problems that we have here today. And our story problems are going to be the same way we were doing them before, that we had to think about the words, we had to make the equation or the circles, and then we needed a label. But now, as we work on story problems, our numbers are going to get bigger. And all throughout first grade, the numbers will keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. You're going to be really surprised later how big those numbers will get. There were 5 boys in the tent and 8 boys outside of the tent. How many boys were there? Oh, it says right here, show your work. Use drawings, numbers, or words. You can use circles if you want to. Remember, we always started with the equation. There were 5 boys in the tent and 8 boys plus 8 outside of the tent. How many boys were there? How many boys in all? We're thinking about those words. Now, those numbers are bigger than when we were doing our story problems before. We used to do like maybe 2 plus 3 or 3 plus 6. Now we've got 5 plus 8. So it's starting to get bigger. Here's what we're going to do. Underline our 8. That's bigger than our 5. We can use our circles or our fingers, but we're definitely using counting on. We're going to go 8. Say it out loud. Counting on 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I used circles to help me. You could use your fingers too, right? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we found out there are 13 boys at the tent. And I'm going to put that answer in this answer box over here. Remember, just like before, it was okay with me if you only put it here. I'm not too worried about if you remember to put it over there. And now we're going to look at the question. How many boys were there? What is the story problem asking us about? Is it really about the tent in the question? How many boys were there? The word tent is not even the question. They're asking us about boys. So our label is boys. And I'll read the next story problem for you, but you're going to follow that example and you're going to work on this one yourself. I caught 9 fish yesterday. I caught 7 fish today. How many fish did I catch in all? So you're going to do 9 plus 7 this time. Definitely bigger numbers. It's going to be even more than this one. How many fish did I catch in all? Think about your label. When you get down to the bottom here, this is what I would like to see. Each problem, 8 plus 7. 8 is bigger. Underline your 8. Now these are getting bigger than they used to be too. Remember, we're going to be doing bigger numbers. We could go 8 and use counting on by drawing little circles up above here, or you can be using your fingers. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There's my 7 circles. I went 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, look at that. Before, we weren't doing math with numbers that big. But now we're moving on, we're building, and we're learning how to do it higher and more difficult things. So you're going to underline your bigger, greater, or more number and use your counting on. Draw your circles to help you if you need to. And you know what? They can't be very big though. Otherwise, they're not going to fit in this small space, are they? Unless you wanted to do that part on the back side. You could draw that on the back side. So your math homework for today, page 107. And after you finish that up, you take a picture and you're going to send me that on Seesaw, okay?